Avnish, dinner is ready. Come here. What happened to Avnish? Let me check. What are you doing in the dark?
I'm making shadow shapes on the wall, Mom. But why do shadows appear when I block the light?
That's a great question, Avnish. Let's go to the living room and I'll show you something that will help explain it better.
Okay, Mom. Let's go.
Watch this video closely. See? Shadows form because light travels in a straight line, and when something blocks it, the area behind the object does not get any light.
Oh, so that is why we see shadows.
Exactly. Now, let me explain more about light and shadows. First, let's talk about luminous and non-luminous objects.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn about light and shadows.
On the basis of production of light, we can divide various objects into two groups, luminous and non-luminous.
What are luminous objects?
Luminous objects emit light. Bulbs, candles, and torches are examples of luminous objects.
So, things that glow by themselves are luminous.
Yes, that is right. Non-luminous objects do not produce their own light. They can only be seen when light from a luminous object reflects them. For instance, the moon is non-luminous because it reflects the sun's light.
So, my toys are non-luminous because they do not shine on their own?
Exactly, Avnish. Now, let us move on to transparent, translucent, and opaque materials. Materials can be classified based on how they interact with light.
Okay, Mom. So, what is transparent material?
Avnish, transparent materials allow light to pass through them completely, so you can see clearly through them. Examples include clear glass and clean water.
Like the window in my room.
Yes, exactly. Now, next is translucent material. These materials allow some light to pass through, but they scatter it in different directions, so you cannot see clearly through them. Frosted glass, colored glass, and thin paper are good examples.
So, we cannot see through it completely, right?
That is right. Lastly, opaque materials do not let any light pass through them. Wood, metal, and thick cardboard are examples of opaque materials. They block light completely, which is why they cast strong shadows.
So, if I put my toy in front of the light, it casts a shadow because it is opaque?
Exactly, Avnish. Now, let us talk about shadows in more details. Opaque and translucent objects form shadow, whereas transparent objects do not form shadow. Three things are required for a shadow to form: a light source, a translucent or an opaque object, and a screen.
Are there important features of shadow?
Shadow has some interesting characteristics. First, they are always formed on the opposite side of the light source. Second, the shape of the shadow depends on the shape of the object blocking the light. And third, the size of the shadow can change based on the distance between the light source, the object, and the surface where the shadow is cast.
So, if I move my hand closer to the wall, the shadow gets smaller?
Yes, and if you move your hand closer to the light source, the shadow gets bigger.
This is so cool, Mom. Shadows are like magic.
They are indeed fascinating, Avnish. Light and shadows play a big role in how we see and understand the world around us. Now, let's keep playing and see what other shapes we can make.